I've been thinking about you. I've been wondering, after all this time with me, learning, enhancing, changing, I think you may finally be ready for the knowledge and skills to unlock the secrets of the woman's mind. Because seduction is both natural and learned. The instinct is already inside you, but with me, you learn how to shape that instinct into an art. How to refine it into presence, patience, imagination. The qualities that make a woman's body ache for you long before you touch her. And have her thinking about you long after that moment is over. And the more you take this in, the more it becomes yours in the waking world. Not just here in your private inner space, but out there with her. Seduction in your words, in your touch, the way you look at her, the way you hold yourself, all of it flowing naturally because you've trained with me to embody the kind of man who ignites passion and intimacy with his lover. With me, you've already made big changes, haven't you? You've grown, you've strengthened, you've listened, and you've absorbed. So that now perhaps you're ready. I've prepared you enough to hand you this knowledge. Knowledge that can awaken a woman's hunger. Knowledge that can make passion grow wild, unstoppable, irresistible. But with great power always comes greater responsibility. And so I trust you to use this wisely, to ignite what's already there, to improve the intimacy and passion between you and your lover, to deepen the heat and connection you share. Because when you understand her, when you learn how her mind truly works, you'll discover that seduction is not a trick at all. It's a natural art, a skill you were always meant to embody. And as you're here with me now, just notice how easy it is to settle into my voice. Every word sinking in, not just as something you hear, but as something you feel. almost as though the sound itself is weaving through you, calming you, becoming more receptive to every word of mine, guiding you deeper into yourself, because with every breath you take, with every beat of your heart, your deeper intelligence comes forward. Your conscious mind can rest for a while. It doesn't need to do anything at all, because this isn't about forcing changes to take place. This is about allowing the part of you that responds so easily to me, the part that craves to grow, to expand, to become the kind of man you already sense you can be. That deeper intelligence to come forward now. And as that part of you opens, becomes receptive, the rest of you can just drift deeper and deeper into this space we've created together. So that everything I give you, everything you hear and feel, becomes yours more naturally, more effortless, more real than ever before. We both know how effortlessly a woman can seduce you. Sometimes she does it without even meaning to. The way her perfume lingers when she walks past, the warmth of her body leaning just a little too close, the softness in her voice when she says your name. Other times, it's deliberate seduction. The way she puts on that red lipstick, knowing exactly what it sparks in you. The brush of her hand on your arm, quick, light, but enough to leave you wanting more. And the way she looks at you, holding your gaze just a second too long, making you wonder what she'd do if you closed the distance between the two of you right then and there. And before you can even think, your body is already responding. That rush of heat, that hunger stirring inside you. Because for you, desire is often so visual, so immediate, so physical. You notice, you sense, and you feel it. And all is logical and straightforward. But for a woman, it's different, entirely different. She doesn't just see and react. Her desire stirs when you slip into her mind. When you leave her wondering how your touch will feel, how long you'll make her wait, and all the ways you'll take her. Her body follows her mind, you see. Always her mind. It can be as simple as leaning close to her ear in the middle of the day and whispering one line she can't stop replaying. Telling her exactly what you want to do to her, how she makes you feel. Just enough words to make her picture it over and over until she's aching for you to make it real. Or perhaps it can be a message you send her hours before you see her. A playful, suggestive text that lingers in her imagination. Doesn't have to be explicit or crude, unless she likes that, of course. But it can be just enough for her to understand that she's driving you wild. To keep her guessing, feeling the anticipation rise until your presence makes her body catch up with her mind. The assurance I awaken inside you is calm, grounded, the kind of poise that tells her, without a word, that she is safe in your presence, that you know exactly who you are, and that you never need to rush. And in the moment, her pleasure, how she wants it, the way she wants it, becomes your only focus. And maybe, sometimes, she won't respond the way you hoped. Perhaps she's distracted. Perhaps her timing isn't aligned with yours. And that's all right. It simply means the moment wasn't right. And when that happens, you smile. You enjoy the moment for what it is. It's your moment of courage, your presence, your willingness to connect. Every approach, every attempt strengthens you. It becomes practice, play, exploration. And every no simply clears the space for the yes that actually matters. Every time a door doesn't open, it only means that when the right one does, you'll be ready. And if it's with your lover, your long-term lover, and she isn't in the mood that night. You understand. You let it be part of her mystery, and you enjoy learning her mind and planting those sensual seeds until the right moment comes. Because for you, nothing is ever wasted. Everything is a step closer to connection, to intimacy, to passion. That is why I've always taught you to go slow. Why my voice has been guiding you in those long sessions. Because slow is what she sometimes needs. Slow is where her body has time to catch up with her mind. And when you can guide her like that, with certainty, with patience, with control, she surrenders more deeply than you, and perhaps even she, have ever thought possible. Think about it. Where else would you rather be than right there? Letting her body awaken layer by layer under your touch. Your voice and your presence. There is no need to hurry. She's already melting for you because you've given her the gift of patience. And this patience, this poise, this tenacity for learning rewards you as much as it does her. Because the more you slow her down, the more she builds, and the deeper she gives herself to you, and the harder she comes. That is how your patience and her surrender create the most unforgettable intimacy. A satisfaction for both of you over and over again. And her desire changes day to day, week to week, even across the stages of her life. Sometimes she's sensitive, fiery, responsive, aching for you. Other times she needs gentleness, patience, reassurance. A true lover notices these rhythms, understands them, and meets her exactly where she is. Her hormones, even the contraception she's on, can shift her appetite too. And when you understand these things, you don't take rejection to heart. You simply meet her where she is, and she feels more seen, more desired, more understood, because you understand that she is a mystery, and part of your pleasure is in unlocking that mystery, discovering her layer by layer. Each time you uncover something new, something deeper, something more intoxicating. That's what makes you the man she never forgets, because you never stop exploring her. You know the greatest seduction tool you will ever have is communication. Not just words, but tone, timing, touch, the look in your eyes, the way you lean in close. A woman wants to feel understood. She wants you to notice her, to know she has your full attention and your full desire. So ask her what she likes, how she likes it, and then give it to her until she's trembling with proof that you heard every word she says. That's when she trusts you with her body in ways perhaps she didn't even realize. And sometimes it isn't just the questions you ask, it's the curiosity you bring, the way you listen, not just to her words, but to her silences, her sighs, moans, gasps. The little things that tell you more than she could ever say out loud. So, every word you speak, every question you ask, every time you show her that you care enough to learn her, you become unforgettable. You become the lover who not only takes her to bed, but keeps her mind ticking over, even when you're apart. You are the man who knows how to approach her, attract her, and keep the fire alive in a relationship that grows stronger, deeper, more intimate every day. This is who you are becoming now. Calm, assured, creative, patient, and present. The kind of man who gives her pleasure beyond anything she's ever known. And when she finally reaches orgasm, it isn't like yours, you know. Once it's in motion, yours is pretty much unstoppable. For her, it's very fragile and powerful all at the same time. A mental surrender that needs your complete focus, because continuity is everything. The rhythm, the timing, the steady build, that's what carries her over the edge. If you stop at the wrong moment, if you change just as she's about to let go, her orgasm can slip away. And that's why it matters so much to feel her, to notice her breathing, the way her body tightens, the little sounds that tell you she's close. That's the time to lock in and give her exactly what she needs to get her there. Sometimes it means keeping the exact same rhythm, even if your body aches to move faster. Sometimes it means pressing your fingers, your lips, your tongue just a little firmer when you feel her tremble, and then holding steady no matter how badly you want to switch. Sometimes it means whispering in her ear exactly what's happening to her, so her mind can't escape, so she stays in the moment, letting it build higher and higher, and you'll notice the next time you're with her, you naturally keep that steady rhythm. You find yourself listening closer, feeling her body more deeply, whispering the exact words that keep her there. Each time you do this, it becomes easier, more instinctive, more natural, until it isn't effort at all, but simply who you are. And now you feel it, the change inside you, the certainty, the poise, the patience, the presence. You are no longer a man searching for secrets. You are the man who knows some of them and looks forward to discovering even more in the waking world with her. So when you step into the waking world, your deeper intelligence works with you to navigate situations much more effectively, and looks forward to opportunities to practice your craft. The way you look at her and she feels it instantly. The way you speak, slower, lower, and she can't help but respond. The way you touch her, and her whole body trembles with the anticipation of what you'll do next. Because you are the man who stimulates her imagination in ways she's never thought possible. The man who gives her patience she craves, the attention she aches for, and the release she so desperately needs. And you can feel that truth now, carried into every moment, every glance, every word, every touch. Take it with you because it's yours. Knowledge is a gift from me to you. Use it wisely. And when you're ready, you begin to settle this new you into your very core, taking on board what we've worked on. Taking yourself back into the waking world, prepared for your next encounter and embracing all that it may bring. Taking all the time you need as you make your way back to the waking world, fully conscious, energized, taking all the time you need to go back to a full waking state, feeling so good. Until next time.